Welcome back, guys. Push Jackson, the fish assassin, and I'm back at it again. Right now I'm out fishing with slip bobbers, catching up with some of these nice crappie. Look at here, guys. He's easing down with this one right now as I speak. Watch him. See him? There we go. As I was saying, I'm out here head hunting for some of these nice slab crappie using a simple slip bobber rig, and I'm putting them in the boat. Hopefully you guys aren't still sleeping, because if you are, this is what you're missing. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you guys hear any music in my background, I don't own any rights to it, so I don't want to have any copyright claims. But like I was saying, I'm using a simple slip bobber rig. I'm fishing in 21 foot of water, as you guys can see, and I'm suspended about 13 feet beneath the surface. So these fish are just sitting about midway in the water column, and they're looking for bait fish, shad, bugs, and everything else that they can find to feed on. And hopefully I have everything they need in order to feed. We caught a couple not too long ago, and they kind of quit on me. They just stopped. So I relocated, started marking fish on my finder, and decided to put my spot lock on, and we're gonna see if we can stay right on top of these fish. Normally, if there's a school of bait fish, they'll sit right under those bait fish, and crappie are up feeders. They come from underneath their prey and they come up to eat. So they sit under these bait fish and then they come up to feed on them. I'm working a jig as well. I've caught a couple on my jig, and it's a battle this morning, but I'm getting it done. Easy way to catch them, minnow bobber, or you can fish tight lining on the bottom. That's normally a great way to catch them as well. I'm just working this jig, casting it about 20 to 30 yards out, letting it sink for about 4 to 5 seconds. That way it sits at about 15 feet and it hovers right over the crappie's head. And normally they'll pick it right up. Sometimes they're a little stubborn and they won't. So it's a waiting game with fish sometimes. I gotta get another minnow on my other rod. Looks like something's thumping it already. Wind's coming from northwest today, and I kind of came around this cove to kind of get a little shelter from the wind. Wind was getting pretty rough, so I come over here. It's nice and calm, and these fish are here feeding. I got to the water a little late today. Set my alarm clock for 6 o'clock, 6:15, I heard rain. It kept going up until 8 o'clock, so I got out at about 9:30. And just trying to put a couple fish in the boat. Me and my buddy Jim. I'm gonna sit that jig pole down, put another live minnow on this one and get her back out. Minnows seem to be pretty lively today, which is a good thing. You always want to make sure you got a nice frisky minnow who's gonna jump around and swim and cause a lot of commotion. That way those fish can see them and they're tempted to bite. Look at there, Jim. They ease right in our spot we left. Oh no. Nope. I got one rod on bottom right now, and I haven't been getting any bites on it, which tells me they're not on bottom. Nine times out of 10, if a fish is where your bait is, he's gonna bite it, unless that bait just looks absolutely hideous and horrible. The wind position just changed, so I'm gonna come back on this side and throw my jig out the back of the boat here in a second. I need to wind these guys in so they don't get tangled up with each other. If you guys haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon. That way you get notified with all the content that I have to offer. That way you get all the updates on everything, man. Share this video with somebody you know who likes fishing. And just sit back, man. Chill out. If you got time, go get your lines wet, man. That's what life's all about. Fishing, having fun, enjoying family. Yeah, I just caught those two and then the bite stopped. These fish aren't biting pretty fast today like I like for them to bite, but that's alright. That's fishing. They ain't gonna bite the way you want them to all the time. Nope. No siree. Alright, I'm just gonna sit that guy here. I want to show you guys something. I'm using these guys right here today. These are small fry jigs. You can check them out at the Double Catch Fishing store on Amazon. And these guys are pretty durable. They're not really soft plastics. They're more of a stiff, hard plastic, which I like, because you can get more than one fish on one jig. I've probably caught 20 crappie on just one single jig before they start to rip, so that's a good thing. Shows great quality, great durability, and very dependable. Look at that little guy right there. He's trying to catch him some of these shad running up under us. These birds are a great help, guys. If you're out and you're not catching fish, always look for the birds. The birds are gonna tell you where you need to be if you're not already there. And hopefully you can put some fish in your boat, your kayak, your bucket, whatever. Gonna take some of this slack out of my line. Guys, another thing that's very important, your line, your hook set. You don't want to have a bunch of slack in your line when you're trying to set the hook, because that's going to give you a not good hook set. You want to have minimal to none in your line, so that way once you set that hook, you lift up on them, that hook penetrates through his lip and it sets in good. If you guys can see out there, that cormorant's out there. He's schooling for fish. He's diving. So that lets me know the fish are in that area as well. So if I'm unable to get a couple bites or put more fish in the boat within the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to start easing right in the direction that he's diving. And that, look at here, guys. He's easing down. Here he goes. There he goes, guys. He barely hit this pole. He just started cruising down with it. Let's see if I can flip this guy in the boat. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord. He barely eased down with it. He just tapped it, and started easing down with less visibility that he thought I couldn't see. But that's a nice crappie. Let's see how long he is. That crappie's 11 inches in length. That's an 11-inch crappie, guys. That's a nice fish. Let's put this guy in the boat. Alright. So as I was saying, that guy barely hit it and took it down. He just eased down with it real slow, guys. And that's how crappie feed a lot of the times. Crappie aren't very aggressive fish like bass, bluegill, and shell cracker, and all of those other aggressive fish. Crappie are very gentle, and they'll just ease down with it. Alright, let me get this guy back out there. Hey, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's get this guy back out here. My slip bobbers I'm using, I get them off Amazon. I think they're called Bob's Stoppers or something like that. You guys can find them on Amazon fairly cheap. A pack of 100 slip bobbers, Bob Stoppers, are, I believe, $7.99 on Amazon, which is very, very good. I've had these same Bob Stoppers for maybe 2 years now, and I still have a lot left. That's fantastic. Yep. I like to get my money's worth, man. If I spend something, I say if I spend 20 bucks, I want to get at least 2 to 3 months out of it at least, or 200 to 300 fish out of it at least. But I think you guys get the picture. Let's get another minnow on this guy. Yep, let's get another minnow on this guy. The wind is constantly changing today. It started out the north, then it moved to northwest, and then it went from northwest back to north. It's been all over the place. But as long as I'm catching fish, I guess I can't complain. Now this line right here, I'm fishing on bottom. I'm dropping it all the way to the bottom, and then I'm winding up off the bottom 2 to 3 times. That puts me at about 16 or 17 foot deep, which I think the crappie are still at, and that should be right where they're at. That should be right where they're at. I'm also using a little bit of fish attractant to see if that helps, but I only caught 1 fish off the attractant, so I'm not gonna say it's very effective today. But everything you know works when you're not catching fish. If you ain't catching fish with one thing, you gotta switch up and try to catch fish with something else. You gotta figure out what the fish want. This rod's about only 9 foot deep, so I'm gonna slide this down a little bit to about 12 foot, and let's see if that changes anything. Once again, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and share this video with somebody you know who likes fishing. And hopefully you guys are able to get out and go fishing and get some enjoyment out of your day. Come on, fish. Look at here, guys. How did that minnow swim off that hook? And I've already caught a fish off of this minnow, so I'm going to take that hook out of that spot I just had it in and create another hole. That way I don't get my minnow stolen. And I'm going to put this guy back out over here, since the wind just changed my direction completely. So I'm gonna sit that guy right here, put that guy there, and move this guy right here back over this way. I bought some red worms too, just to see if I can catch any bluegill or shell crackers. And I'm also gonna do a little bit of bass fishing later if these don't produce as I expect them to, so might have a bass video for you guys as well. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys. I'm sorry, I'm tongue twisted. I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys, and try to find the fish. It seems like they've escaped from me, or look here, guys. He was on the bottom the whole time. He's a keeper. He's probably a nice 8 or 9 incher. I'll take it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. You jump back out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I thank you guys for watching. Until the next time, you guys get your lines wet and enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. And I'm gone.